folks, it's me, Brian. And before I start my review, I want to give a shout out to superfan Don from Scotland, who has a channel himself, Don's Beer Reviews. He gave me the correct pronunciation of the Scotch that I had yesterday. It is Glenfiddich. Most people pronounce it wrong, and apparently I did yesterday. So I'm having another Scotch. And Superfan Don, please correct me if I get this wrong. It is Edradour. Now, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but it sure looks like it should be pronounced Edradour. Anyway, folks, this is a Scotch from the Highlands region. I usually like Speyside, but this is from the Highlands region. It was recommended to me when I went to a liquor store in DC a couple of weeks ago. I didn't buy it then, but I bought it a couple of days ago. This is a 10-year-old Scotch. So when it comes to Scotches, this is probably the youngest that I've had thus far of the single malt variety. And there's a whole lot of description on the back and a whole lot of description on the nice canister it came in. So I'm not going to read it. You guys could look it up on your own on the internet machine, and I'll give a brief description of it in the description of this video. But anyway, folks, I've had it already, but I haven't had it with you. So let's crack it open. And as you can see, it has a very dark color for a 10-year-old Scotch. So obviously the barrels must be very, very dark. So here's what it looks like. Very dark. Darker than the Glenfiddich that I had yesterday. Now on the nose, I smell a little spice, like maple, honey, it's a very acute smell. Very strong, very strong. Now it's 43% alcohol by volume, so it's running more ABV than the Glenfiddich that I had yesterday. So let's give it a taste. So it's a very, very very strong tasting, very very sharp tasting Scotch. It's not smooth at all. I do not recommend this for those who want a smoother Scotch. But if you like a harsh tasting Scotch, I think you would like this one. Now, the notes that I'm getting are pretty subtle. I'm getting a little bit of fig, a little bit of honey. I'm not getting like fruitiness. I'm getting a little bit of oakness. Now, this is not a peaty Scotch. It's not a smoky Scotch. But I would say it's more oaky than some of the other Scotches that I've had. So if you like bourbon, American bourbon, you would probably like this. Now this was moderately priced. Wasn't expensive, wasn't cheap either. So how would I rate this? Well, I would say this isn't one of my favorite scotches. I'd probably give it a C. The guy really sold me on it, and I said, well, let me try it. I didn't buy it then, but I tried, and I got it after the fact. But he really sold me on it. It's a little distillery. I think they call it Handmade in the Pocket Glen. I think, what do they call it? Scotland's Little Gem. So it's a pretty small distillery. It was established in 1825, that is. And they make a 10-year-old Scotch, which you don't find often. But it's not my favorite. I would not buy this again. It's not something, though, that I would put to the side and never have again. It's not that bad. I do enjoy some parts of it, but I think it's a little harsh. I'm going to try it again. This is the second time I've had it. I'm going to try it again with some ice, because like I said previously, sometimes you got to like these things without ice, because ice is not always available, like when you put it in your flask and you're out in public. Not like I do anything like that. Yeah, I have a whole cabinet of things which are terrible that I can't get myself to drink. I'm not going to put this in that cabinet. I'm still going to drink this, but I don't think I'll get it again. It's a decent Scotch, but I'm not going to get it again. I like other ones better. I like the Glenfiddich better. All of them. So there you have it, folks. Edradour. 10-year-old version. They have some other ones, but I start with the 10, and you see how it looks. It's okay. I give it a thumbs up for drinkability. It's kind of sweet, but it's not smooth. It's kind of harsh on your tongue and harsh on your palate. But if that's something you like, then you like this. If you like bourbon, I think you like this. Stay safe, stay sane, and I'll see you in the next video.